In this example, we'll use the order of operations to simplify a couple of numerical expressions. The first expression we have is written as a fraction, and in the numerator we have 6 minus 8 times 3, and in the denominator we have 10 minus 5 squared. One of the things about the order of operations is that we know that parentheses come first. When we see a horizontal fraction bar, it's a separator that has the same hierarchy as parentheses. And if we were to try and write this horizontally, we would actually have to include parentheses. So when we go through applying the order of operations to this expression, we will look at the numerator and denominator independently, and then we'll simplify the final fraction that results. So starting out, in this numerator, we'll take our 6 minus 8 times 3, and in our denominator, we have 10 minus 5 squared. Looking at that numerator, the operations we see there are subtraction and multiplication, and according to the order of operations, that multiplication will precede subtraction. So this will simplify to 6 minus 24 when we multiply 8 and 3. In the denominator, we have subtraction, and then we have an exponent on 5. So that exponent will be applied before subtraction, and that will simplify to 10 minus 25 when we square 5. At this point, we have subtraction in each the numerator and denominator. So we'll subtract the two values in the numerator, and we'll subtract the two values in the denominator. In the numerator, 6 minus 24 will simplify to negative 18, and then the denominator, 10 minus 25 will simplify to negative 15. As a last step, we'll simplify this fraction. Negative 18 over negative 15, there's a factor of negative 1 in each of those numbers, and there's also a factor of 3, so that fraction will simplify down to 6/5. In this next example, we have 18 divided by 2 minus 5 multiplied by 6 minus 9, which is inside parentheses, and cubed. So as we look at this, we'll see that we have parentheses, we have an exponent, we have multiplication, we have division, and then we also have subtraction. So going through our order of operations, we'll simplify what's inside those parentheses first. So 18 divided by 2 minus 5 times that 6 minus 9, which is inside parentheses and cubed, will simplify to 18 divided by 2. We'll have minus 5, and all we're going to do in this first step is simplify that 6 minus 9, which becomes negative 3. So now instead of having 6 minus 9 inside parentheses, we'll have negative 3 inside those parentheses, and that's still cubed. So after our first step, it reads as 18 divided by 2 minus 5 times negative 3 cubed. Now that we've simplified what's inside parentheses, we'll apply that exponent. So we see that we have the quantity negative 3 cubed. We'll notice that there's a 5 outside, but the cubing does not apply to that 5. It only applies to negative 3. So negative 3 cubed will be negative 27. So in our next step, we'll replace negative 3 cubed with negative 27. So next we'll write 18 divided by 2 minus 5 times negative 27. Now we have division and multiplication and subtraction in between them. So we know that multiplication and division are on the same level, and so they can both be simplified. So with this first one, 18 divided by 2 is going to be 9. The subtraction cannot be done yet, but the multiplication between 5 and negative 27 can. So we'll have 9 minus, and 5 times 27 would be 135. So I'll have 5 minus a negative 135. We know that that's a negative. We're subtracting 5 times a negative 27. So we're subtracting negative 135. Looking at this, the last operation we have is subtraction. We have 9 minus a negative 135. We could change that to 9 plus positive 135. And then applying that operation, that whole expression will simplify to positive 144.